Roger Rabbit?
That I've never seen or heard of or know anything about. Generic Control in the Duck Goesmoo here, back with another nostalgic video. Today we have Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I have no idea what this is. Literally none. I have never watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I have no idea what it's about. Is it like one of those like a mystery train, like death cliche movie kind of deals? Like there's like a murder on the train, they can figure out who did it and somebody's being framed? I have no idea. I think that's Jessica Rabbit in the thumbnail, and there's also like some dude, I want to say he was in like Ghostbusters or something like that. So this is gonna be like one of those like real life video where it has like live action people but also cartoons thrown into it. I have absolutely no idea. It was mentioned last week in the top 11 Mind Apps by Nostalgia Critic. You want to check out that video? I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description. Also be in place on my channel with all of my other Nostalgia Critic videos. Also shout out to the patrons. Couldn't do this without them. They get the videos day early. 11 on the paywall channel. Also I'll be streaming Minecraft Monday today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on my Twitch channel, which is linked down below in the description. I actually just fought the Wither for the very first time ever last week, and I should be building onto my house right now. We're doing some stuff. Might find another Wither because I already have 2 of the 3 skulls I need. But I'm going to learn a lot about this. Thank you so much to the people that suggested it. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. I do read every single comment, so
brought to you by
leave them down below.
The app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door. Also
I've never
brought to you by
anything.
MeUndies. With a variety
Never
of
worn
prints and sizes,
MeUndies.
however you want to be you, we got you covered.
Double ads though, just showing you that, I mean, this video is one of the newer videos, so it just shows you how, you know, YouTube Pay is not doing well. But the fact that Doug and Rob Walker know my existence just makes me so happy. Thank you, what is the Honest Reviewer, is that your name? For, you like donate to him on stream and mention me, and like, I think you did it again, and I don't think somebody had it recorded or not, but yeah, the Rob and Doug Walker, they know I exist. Like, there's certain content creators that, like, if they acknowledge me, I will literally freak out. And
Hello,
I think the
I'm
Nostalgia
a
Critic's gonna want to be one of those.
Guy, remember it? Oh, I can't hold it.
Devil
We're
Artemis.
going to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time.
That
Who
I've
Framed Roger
never
Rabbit?
seen or heard of or know anything
The
about.
groundbreaking blend of animation and live action was the equivalent of every little kid's Avengers Endgame at the time. Most of the cartoon characters we grew up adoring were finally seen side by side. Bugs Bunny,
With
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, Droopy, Woody Woodpecker. Plus a slew of new memorable faces like Baby Herman, Jessica Rabbit, the Weasels,
Wait,
and of course,
Jessica Rabbit's
good old
new?
Roger.
How do I
And
know
I'm
about
happy
her
to
then?
announce we have a special guest on this episode, Roger Rabbit himself. Say hello, Roger.
Oh no! Oh no! All the not the Tito's.
What?
Not the Tito's.
Oh,
Is that Bacardi?
I'll have your written
That's
money
Bacardi.
in a year or 2.
Roger, we have a video to do, and the contract you signed specifically said sober.
Oh, so you've worked
So-
with entertainers before?
Yes.
Roger, are you okay?
Better
Nah.
than ever. Go ahead, unzip your pants and we can get this over with.
Dude, it's
What?
not that kind of video.
Not
what
that-
happened to you, man? You're a big star.
Yeah, I was going to be. Everybody loved me when the movie came out.
What, people don't now?
No?
I don't even know who
People
you
know I
are.
exist. Some film historian will
Me?
bring me up here and there, but then I'm forgotten like always.
So is that jar of peanut butter?
Actually,
Why?
yeah, not a lot was done with you afterwards, huh? At the time, the film was built up as the next evolution of cinema, with Spielberg producing, technical wizardry pushed to the limit, and one of the hottest directors at
And it
the
was
time,
old.
Robert Zemeckis, at the helm. And that's
Ooh,
one of
I've
the
heard that
reasons
name
so
before.
many copyrights were bent to bring characters together you would never see together.
Like
Aside
Mickey
from
Mouse.
an occasional crossover, this mix of real
Space Jam.
life and hand-drawn animation never went that far. Even you just got a couple animated shorts and then practically vanished.
Hey, I had a theme park.
Do you actually?
Parents took their kids to whenever they wanted to sip on vodka from the sun lotion bottles.
So, what have you been doing for money?
What or who?
Oh god.
The stuttering P thing can make a lot of people happy, if you know what I mean.
Roger, I had no idea.
What?
It's not all bad. I do birthday parties sometimes.
Well, that's nice. There's
Oh,
still some
no.
children
Oh,
interested
no.
in you.
Not
Over
children.
40.
Yikes.
The stuttering P trick comes in handy there, too.
Well, look, Roger, I know you're not as big a star as Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny or Betty Boop.
You think Boop is bigger than me?
Well, that's not what I...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ.
Your
Yeah,
movie's
that's
more than just a technical landmark.
Not
it's a
the straight
storytelling
Bacardi.
landmark. Lots of folks assume because there's kids' cartoons in it, it must be meant for children. But not only was this made at a time when PG really had a lot more of an edge to it.
What the hell is wrong with that take?
Son of a bitch.
But the way the
Oh,
film
wow,
is written
that, like,
and
hey, it's
directed
Dumbo.
displays great
Never
talent
seen
in how
Dumbo.
to quickly and subtly get across a lot of emotion and information.
Sorry,
And
is that
because
an
drunk
elephant
people
in
love saying how
net?
terrible they are so they can be told how great they are,
That's not true. I'm worse than Bin Laden.
I'm going to point out why this film
What?
deserves to be analyzed over 3 decades later. So sit back and enjoy another look at Who Framed
Decades.
Roger Rabbit.
No.
Then get drunk and stay out of my way.
Oh,
Okay.
so you know my family's crest.
The
This
film
is
opens
my
with
family's
Lady
crest.
Berman and Roger Rabbit short. Roger is voiced by Charles Fleischer, who, yes, did dress like a rabbit on set to get into character.
Really?
And when he voiced Benny the Cab, he appropriately became a car.
Why, I'll take care of him like he was my
I doubt that.
brother.
Though Roger is certainly designed and talks like a cartoon from the 40s, the short itself is much more modern, with fast editing, extreme angles, and more fluidity. I kind of like that because it sets up what kind of
Kinda
a
looks like Tom and
reality we're
Jerry.
in for. One that dives deep into little details, but leaves the bigger
Suck, oh,
questions
Lux.
vague. How do these tunes exist? Are they drawn to life? Do they evolve with humans? These details aren't as important as making it clear
kinda like
that
Cat in the
animated
Hat.
shorts are apparently filmed in one shot, with the title cards, fake legs, and even live music being halted when Roger messes up his line.
Can we lose the playback, please? You're killing me, killing me.
That line, by the
Oh.
way, is Roger seeing birds instead of stars. How does a tune control that?
What?
Again, this detail's not as important as
what?
knowing that for
Ha-
tunes, this is a line, not a prop.
This Roger, he keeps blowing his lines. Rabbits see stars, not birds. Stars!
Oh my
It's a lot
god,
like
the
Edward
fourth wall.
Scissorhands. You don't ask
Never
how
seen it.
someone created a man or where those giant blocks of ice came from. Those details
No.
just aren't as important as the details that push the emotions and story forward. Like, take this incredible one shot that seamlessly goes from animation to live action, shows you how cartoons are made in this world, that Roger apparently has
Yeah.
force powers, and introduces you to Eddie, played by Bob Hoskins. The staging in this one shot alone must have been insane, but that's not even what I want to focus on. I want to focus on this few seconds
praising
of Eddie's
this movie.
introduction.
Tunes.
The way he said that one word
Tunes?
shows he hates
Like,
tunes. Taking a swig of whiskey
discriminate.
shows he's an alcoholic. Putting it in his gun holster shows he values his drink over protecting himself, and probably his work. And him being there at all shows he's desperate because someone
Bottle
wants
of
him for a
vodka,
low-level job, and he
Ruger
obviously
57.
won't be there by choice. It's crazy how much information they get across to you in just that one shot, and most of it's nonverbal. This really is master filmmaking, even when not focusing on the brilliant animation directed by the late great Richard.
Oh yeah, he didn't.
We'll get to his
actually
contribution in a little bit.
I saw what he's talking about the forest.
Mr. Maroon, Mr. Valiant's here to...
Hey,
And he's
Mr.
brought to
Maroon.
cartoon producer R.K. Maroon, by the way, voice of the gorilla later, who says to help Roger with his lines, he wants Eddie to take some sexy pictures of his wife Jessica to calm him down.
Give me a couple of nice, juicy pictures I can wise the rabbit up with.
Admittedly, for a detective, he should have smelled he was being set up, but as everybody mocks him for, he's not exactly in his prime.
That's
From the
weird.
smell of him, I'd say it was the booze talking.
He looks like a tentative and sober fellow.
Sober fella.
And pretty much everything in the next few minutes sets this up. He's trying to use the check on the trolley. He doesn't own a car. He fixes his broken sign. He throws out his bills. He knows all the barflies and even borrowed money from his girlfriend.
Wait, people that go to bars are called barflies?
Where's the rest? My other man prostitutes pay me back a lot faster.
Every little detail is setting up this character through a visual medium.
Hey, mister, ain't you got a car?
Who needs a car in L.A.? We got the best public transportation
In
system
LA.
the world.
Okay.
May a nearby forest fire start if I'm wrong.
Oh, mister.
Thanks for the cigarettes.
Little kids with
85
cigarettes.
PG.
Yeah, I
He
don't
goes to
think
the
that
Ink and Pink Club,
flies
where tunes are allowed
nowadays.
to perform, but not attend. This is a satire of the Cotton Club, where black people were allowed to be on stage, but not in the seats.
I'm sorry,
In fact,
what is the
original
name of that
book used
place?
tunes as an allegory for racism. Which, if this was made by Disney today, you know it'd be hammered in like sin, but this film decides to be a little more subtle. There are a lot of little clues that add up, as the humans rarely consider the inequality between the two of them. They just see him as goofy entertainment to take advantage of.
No, there's no
Yeah.
justice for tunes anymore.
Strictly humans only, okay?
Our left can be a very powerful thing. Why, sometimes in life, it's the only weapon we have.
Again, a lot of emotional information that's gotten across in a natural way that doesn't feel manipulative. And yeah, when I was a kid, this was my Godzilla vs. Kong.
I've never seen that either.
Understand what this duck is saying?
Seeing
No.
these two together blew my mind. It was amazing not only to see them interacting off each other, but
Is
the
that-
original
that's-
voice
is
actors
that
performing
Daffy
them
Duck?
as well. Sort of. Mel Blanc was
Sort
still
of.
alive to voice Daffy, and Donald is a mix of replacement
Daffy and Donald
Tony
Duck,
Anselmo,
okay.
and archived audio of the original actor Clarence Nash.
Replace.
It's also cool
That
that Eddie is
fits.
still friends with some tunes, like Betty Boop, still voiced by the original actress Mae Questel.
What's
Oh.
been kind of slow since cartoons went to color.
Why is your
but
head
I
shaped
still
like that?
got it, Eddie.
Yeah, you still got it.
So, can I get a menu, or...
No.
After meeting the owner of Toontown,
Wow.
Marvin Acme, played by Jay Sherman. Oh, I mean Stubby K, sorry, I always confuse those two.
This is Stubby
Who?
K.
We're introduced to Roger's wife, Jessica, the
That's
first
who he's married to.
furry?
I want you to know I love you. I've loved you more than any woman's ever loved a rabbit.
But I get the feeling not as
So
much as
she's
any
not a-
man has ever loved a rabbit. Voiced by Kathleen Turner and accompanied by...
So she's not a rabbit? Jessica Rabbit's not a rabbit?
Minority and the minority of the minority, and nobody supporting my ass.
Let's just call it Jessica's intro was many kids' sexual awakening. I know so many boys who went from...
Yeah, girls are stupid. Well, you
So,
know, they're,
Not bad.
She's married to Roger Rabbit.
What a lucky girl.
I hear his dick
Lucky
is
girl.
huge.
Unlike some other bombshell tunes, though, she
What
is
is
a
that
legit,
gun?
interesting character. Despite her proportions being pretty hilarious, she looks like an hourglass if the Sahara Desert filled it up. She is written very mysteriously. While the villain of the film is rather clear, you're not always sure whose
Yeah.
side she's on. Does she love Roger, or is she using him? As a cartoon human, is she more on the toon's side or people's side?
Wait, she's
Most
the
of the
cartoon
film,
human.
Either is believable. Plus,
Ah,
everyone's
God, so
reaction here
confused.
is priceless. When Eddie is found peeping in her dressing room, the gorilla bodyguard tosses him out.
Oh. Nice.
Booga booga.
Burn. While roaming down Gotham City,
He made, like,
peeks into
30
her dressing
grammatical
room and
errors.
finds her and Marvin Acme playing patty cake, which of course is literally
patty.
patty cake, but to a tune that's home base and purchasing the 1927 Yankees.
I don't believe it. It can't be. It can't be. That's against my way.
They're
I
playing
love the faster
patty
he looks
cake.
at it, actually starts to animate like a real cartoon.
Yeah.
But probably
Yeah,
the biggest
stop
shock
motion.
about this is, despite not seeing Roger and Jessica together often, you do weirdly buy them as a couple. They're polar opposites, but the way they talk about each other still shows they care for one another.
No, I love my husband. You've got
Wait, what
me
was
all
that
wrong.
reflection?
The kryptonite of my life. The apple of my eye. The cream of my coffee.
Think Mel Brooks and Anne Bancroft if Brooks was less animated.
Who?
This is followed by not only a great moment, but one of my favorite moments in film history.
What
We
is
see Eddie
it?
hanging up his hat on a Maltese falcon, nice touch, and looking over old
What's a
pictures of
Maltese
his brother, as we're given a 100% visual history of their life together. It's hard to cite every detail
Whoa,
in this
whoa,
one
whoa,
shot.
oh.
The Betty Boop doll indicates maybe he was nicer to her because his brother liked her. The picture of their dad and them in the circus shows how
Really?
fun-loving he used to be, while also foreshadowing his tumbling act. The headline shows he used to
Okay.
work with tunes a lot, though how did Goofy get accused of this when Donald has the more damning footage? And Hoskins' literature along with the stellar music is
What?
enough to make anyone teary-eyed. And on top of that, in the same shot, they had to change the background to morning, empty his bottle of alcohol, take off his jacket, adjust the lighting,
In the
and
same
all
shot?
without their shadows ever getting in the way or running into the camera
I want to
operator.
see
It
a,
hits
like,
you what an emotional and
fourth
technical
wall break.
achievement this one shot
I
really
want to see
was.
that. I've seen stuff like that
this
before.
movie is so good. He's
Like,
awoken
the
by
single
Lieutenant
shot stuff is
Santino, played by
crazy.
Richard Leparmentier, who informs him that Roger apparently killed Marvin Acme last night.
Also, why are their suits not buttoned?
safe in a guy's head. Sorry, Eddie.
What do you say we go to a piano bar later? Ooh. Boy, Acme's blood must have been .0 invisible, because there's not a
Like-
drop of it anywhere. Ow! We're then introduced to Judge Doom, played by Christopher Lloyd, who, brace yourself, is the bad guy.
Oh, really? He doesn't even have a mustache,
This is
though.
more like Columbo, where they make it clear who the villain is, and the mystery is around why and how they'll be discovered. Hell, the dude literally has
Look
wind
at him.
blowing in his cape in every shot.
No matter, the rabbit won't get far. My men will find him.
I think
You
too, that
are
he really looks like a
evil.
toon disguised as an intimidating human. He reminds me of the Bug from Men in Black. Like every second, he wants to break
Yeah.
out of this false body.
Sugar.
With artificial-looking skin, exaggerated features, and teeth so white it makes Simon Cowell look less like the Mask.
Did you find the rabbit?
Don't worry, Judge.
He says he and his hired weasels are looking for Roger in
Oh, his
between
name's actually
random
Judge.
shoe killing.
Random shoe killing?
The only liquid
Acid.
known to kill Toons called the dip. He melts Nancy
The dip.
Cartwright's shoe. No, really, that's Nancy Cartwright. Random. And while a lot of people were horrified by this scene, I
was
have
it
to
Bart
admit,
Simpson's voice actor?
I found it kind of funny. It's so over-the-top dark. I swear it served as a roadmap for Zemeckis' Christmas Carol.
Huh?
I love how this
Also,
shoe
I would
does
not be
absolutely
inhaling that.
nothing, and he just kills it. I love how the red paint looks like blood. I love how Santino has to turn away because it's so horrific. When a guy who gets choked by Vader can't bear to look at something, you know harsh shit is going
I've
down.
never seen Star Wars.
And it also shows that despite Eddie's prejudice against Toons, even he can't take any joy out of this.
Because of how
It'd be
brutal
kinda
that
funny if
is.
he did.
Also, he just carries that in the
This is
car.
how we handle things down in Toontown. I'd think you of all people would appreciate that.
You know, while you're at it, could
Don't
you
say
maybe throw
anything.
these guys in there too?
That's the Matt from Dora, and what did that Ralphie do or something? I don't know. Ad? DoorDash ad?
Hello, my name is George.
DoorDash.
I'm in a dash. Look, I make a lot of these. This is the best I could do this week. Get that one thing at the store. Now you can get snacks, drinks, and household essentials.
God,
in
gotta
30
get the
minutes
bag
with
somehow.
DoorDash. DoorDash connects you with the restaurants you
I
love
love
right
that.
now.
I love he's like, hey,
Now you can get the
I have
grocery
to make a
essentials
lot
you
of
need with
these.
DoorDash too. Get drinks, snacks, and other household items delivered in under an hour. Ordering is easy.
Also,
Open the
is that an
DoorDash
airport?
app, choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door with the contactless delivery drop-off setting. With over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada,
ice
and
cream?
Australia, you can
Ice
support your
cream.
neighborhood go-tos
I've
or
never
choose
used
from your
DoorDash.
favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle,
I think I
and the
used Uber
Cheesecake
Eats one
Factory.
time to get the Mr.
Oh,
Beast burger because that was the
Dory
only way you
Dash
could
Dash.
get it
That's
was
my
to
catchphrase.
order it somebody.
I'm going to
I think I had the code for it.
Our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter the code
Okay.
Nostalgia2021. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0
When is this
delivery
uploaded?
fees on your first order when you
June
download the
23rd.
DoorDash app in the App Store and enter the
Recording
code
this on the 8th.
Nostalgia2021. Can I hear that offer again? Of course, that's Nostalgia2021
It's
for
literally-
25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
When are you
So
gonna
get
stop
what you
dashing?
need Today. Why? Somebody's knocking at my door. Who could it be? Why, it's MeUndies. This one.
Oh, what?
Summer is coming in hot.
This one I
Hurry,
know.
but with MeUndies, breathe the
No.
warmth and softness and fabric.
What?
You can soak up the sun
Usually
and
I
be
would
cool
skip-
for the summer. With a mix of classic
I'd
colors
usually
and
skip
adventurous
ads,
fits
but
perfect for summer.
wow.
Express yourself in your own unique way. Because MeUndies believes that
Also,
comfort
the
is
voice
about
is slightly
more than what's
different.
touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin. No, seriously, this stuff's pretty cool. Like, the fabric's really soft, the prints are really crazy and imaginative, and yeah, like the
Who's supposed to
door
see it?
said, it's summer, it's getting
The
really
door
hot,
said.
and this stuff's really good.
It is. It's so hot.
Go
That's
check
why I'm
it
wearing a
out.
tank top. It's so nice.
Designed to be
It's
the
also the
softest
7th
thing
video
you've
I'm
ever
recording
worn.
today.
MeUndies are
I also streamed
energized
Pokemon
by
Nuzlocke today.
creativity and made for self-expression. Available in sizes from extra small to 4 extra large, MeUndies has countless styles and
4X?
prints to choose from, so your buns can have more fun. That one was in the read? I did not make that one up. And MeUndies has a great offer for
Oh,
my
they
viewers.
made him
For
say
any
that.
first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has the protection-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund
it's The
or
Office.
exchange it. No caveats, no questions. To get your 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to
MeUndies, you wanna, like-
MeUndies.com/nostalgia. That's MeUndies.com/nostalgia. This has been the MeUndies door.
I'll take a brand deal.
Companies can have a door for a mascot. Why not? Saying, don't just look comfortable, be
I-
comfortable.
I could model some MeUndies. Just
Don't
saying.
forget to check me out playing Kingdom Hearts Fridays from 6 to 9 on Twitch. We got content
6
6
to 9,
days a
nice.
week. Hope to see
Wow.
you there.
Oh, so okay, that's when the honest reviewer is donating, and that's where Rob and Doug heard about me.
In his office, Baby Herman shows up to tell him Acme had a will leaving Toontown to the Toons, and that's the reason he was killed off.
Why don't you run downstairs and give me a basic form?
Like Acme Comics.
Even babies didn't treat women like people back then. Who says they do now, actually? Upon further inspection, he
Babies.
finds Herman was right.
Wild
Upon even
turkey.
more inspection, he finds Roger hiding out at his place.
When a Toon's in trouble, there's only one place to go. Valiant
Where?
and Valiant.
Not anymore.
I suppose this is as good a time as any to talk about the phenomenal animation and the amazing support it had. On the one hand, you have the animation itself, which keep in mind there was no CGI back then to measure the lighting or geometric placement of where they should be, yet when they showed the first test to producers, some of them legitimately asked, who's the guy in the rabbit suit?
And you're not gonna get away from me again.
Really?
This time.
Part of that is because another version of the film was shot with stand-ins to get an idea of where they would be
where they would
and
be
how the
pla-
lighting would hit them. Compare
That
this
helps.
to, say, Tom and Jerry, where they move funny, but never fully look like they're there. Here, even in scenes where Zemeckis wanted to show off by having lighting constantly change, you completely believe they're sharing the same space.
And this
even
is
getting the
an
shadows
old
and
movie, too.
reflections down. Second is the support behind the animation. On top of the actors' brilliant conviction, making you believe they're looking at something that's not there.
He hasn't
Watch
ripped
actors
this-
with Jar Jar to figure out how tricky this can be. There was tons of miming,
Star Wars.
strings, and inventive mechanics to manipulate the world around them. Eddie's cuffs in this scene, for example,
What was the budget
are
for
just
this
a
movie?
sculpture frozen in this protruding position, as these two would constantly be struggling away from each other, so it would naturally be in that position. You don't think of these details as a kid, and sometimes you don't even think of them as an adult, which is a
it
clear
just
sign of
moved.
how amazing a job the film is doing.
Step out of line.
Please tell me there's behind the scenes of this.
And your laundry out to dry.
After
Wow.
they escape the weasels, Eddie takes Roger to the bar.
What are they drinking?
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket, or you just happy to see me?
Can it be both?
Yes.
They get out of the cuffs, and Eddie asks Dolores to check on Acme's probate.
Yeah, check the probate. Why, my Uncle Thumper had a problem with his
Thumper.
probate.
Wait,
That was a rabbit, right?
it's not the same Thumper I'm thinking of, is it?
No. Totally unrelated.
Really?
You
Thumper.
embarrassed me, boy! Bite my fluffy tail,
Oh.
you Peter Rabbit reject. You would be nothing you wanna come down here? Do you know the come on
down. How is he listening?
I'm gonna just pretend this isn't happening.
Get the Nicolas Cage to my Francis
Nicolas Cage.
Dickhole!
Jessica visits Eddie to ask him to
Why are you
find
still wearing a
her.
tie?
And if you're wondering why he's getting out of the shower here, it's because there's
Wearing a
very
tie.
long deleted scene where he's taken to Toontown as torture, putting a giant pig head on him that washes off in the shower. This was
Ew?
cut because it's fucking bizarre. There's no
Yeah.
reason to have it in the film. It gives away part of the reveal of Toontown, and even Hoskins'
I
accent
guess.
and Lloyd's acting seem a little off.
Rummaging around in a lady's dressing room.
What the world was he even say?
If I'd have wanted underwear, I'd have broken into Fredericks of Hollywood.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta
I
go
don't know what
back
that
to
is.
the British part of California. This is where Jessica says, in my opinion,
Oh,
one of the
there's the
odder
reflection.
lines to become famous. It's not bad, it's just weird that this is the one everyone remembers.
What is it?
Bad. I'm just drawn that way.
How Frank Miller's later characters would talk.
Yeah,
Dolores catches
even-
Eddie seemingly hitting on Jessica, and thank Jesus this misunderstanding only lasts a few seconds. I think the
Oh, it
film
does?
itself even forgot it put it in there. I get the feeling this moment exists only
He
for
doesn't
this
have any
one
pants
scene.
on.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, it glitches there because it's been rewound so much. No reason.
Wait, really?
Can't help but entertain, and he outs himself
No
at the
reason.
bar, getting the attention of Doom.
That guy Angelo would rat on you for a nickel.
Not Angelo, he
Nickel.
never turned me in.
Yeah, he would.
I enjoy how Roger discusses
Also, why
the
is the
importance
soapbox
of
so
winning
big?
people over through laughter, and yes, while standing on a soapbox. But it shows Eddie can win someone even like Angela over, who won't turn him in because of it. Again, foreshadowing the importance of utilizing humor. Plus,
What?
Doom
The
using
what?
this vet's missing arm to erase the board. What a dick.
A rabbit.
That's messed up. That's a violation.
Doom has a plan to draw him out, though.
No two can resist the old shave and a haircut.
That's why
The
neither
what?
the weasels nor I will fall for it. Oh, that is by I mean you. Roger falls for the trick,
What-
but Eddie
what
remembers
is
that
the
he
trick?
goes crazy whenever he takes a shot of bourbon.
Fine time for a drink, Eddie. Maybe you'd like a bowl of pretzels to go with
No,
it.
wait, he wants.
Drink, Dolores.
And yes, a bowl of pretzels would be great.
What
Works
happens?
as Eddie fights off the weasels. Again, they locate Roger's pal Benny in Doom's van.
They put the car in the van,
It
and
seems pretty
it has
awesome
a face.
because it's not just a chase, it's a cartoon chase. Animated
With
logic
actual
has
people.
to be utilized all the time, even to the point where Eddie becomes a cartoon every once in a while.
Wait, what? How does he become a cartoon
Escape
sometimes?
and hide out in a nearby theater.
Is that just like thinking nobody would notice?
Like Goofy, what timing, what a genius!
Too bad he's a communist. Wait, was he cleared of those spy charges?
Oh, the spy charges.
15 stories.
Eddie revealed that his prejudice was because his brother was killed by a toon who was never identified. And I don't know
Oh,
why, but this
who was
inappropriate
it?
joke
Watch
in
me
this
Roger
serious
Rabbit.
scene really makes me laugh hard.
Also, it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Literally.
Drop on us. And you said your sense of humor was gone. Because your brother is dead.
Eddie figures out that Archie Maroon has a part to play in this crime, and he meets up with him saying he has the will. Which he actually does with Roger's letter to Jessica, but nobody knows that yet. But Maroon
Wait, what?
is, well, a Maroon and gets jumped by him.
I'm gonna listen to
Why did he open his mouth?
Spin the Cloverleaf
Also a
scenario.
small gun.
The story of greed, sex, and murder.
Well, greed,
What?
patty cake, and murder. Unless that's
Patty
the
cake.
deleted scene. Maroon is shot, and the killer drives into Toontown. Eddie confronts his prejudice, pulls out a Toon gun, and even pours out the rest of his alcohol. See, folks, it's easy.
And
you don't need
that's
12
how-
steps. Just stop being racist. I'm not sure what they were trying to say here.
I mean,
He
even
enters
if it's
Toontown
not
filled
to
with
sober
Disney
up, you
archive
should still
footage
not
that
be.
Maybe they should have looked a little closer at. Hey, it's a 40s film about racism. Kind of works. And he thinks he
Hey,
tracks down
I
Jessica,
guess.
but it's not.
What are
He
you?
escapes to one of my
Dollar
favorite
store-
jokes in the movie. And
Were
he
you
comes
talking
across a
about
moment you will never
Alice in
see ever
Wonderland?
again.
Is that what it is, Allison?
What's up, Doc?
In fact, one of the qualifications to get Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck in the same scene as Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck is that they had to share the exact same amount of screen time. That's why
Really?
you
The
rarely see them
exact-
alone, and they're often side by side. Even after
Huh.
Donald gets his alone time on screen, Daffy needs the exact same amount of alone time as well. But being
I
a
mean,
Disney
that's
movie,
fair.
Mickey is shown just a few seconds earlier. Again, the mouse
Wow.
always needs to be number one.
Of
The
course.
Brooklyn accented, puffy-cheeked unionist is gonna upstage my goddamn wholesomeness! Wait, is someone recording this? Oh, you...
Yes.
I'll get him.
Should probably ignore I have that.
Yeah.
I will give
You
credit
die.
that they
That's
made
why
it
everybody is like,
dark enough
you
that
should
he
react to Star
smiles
Wars.
at Bugs' almost fatal prank.
I would die. The mouse.
We just killed a man.
Random black
Save,
screen.
but he outwits the imposter
What-
and continues his search for Jessica, who he thinks
What is the
shot
imposter's
Maroon.
name?
Yeah, where's your editing on that, Disney Plus?
I always knew I'd get it in Toontown.
Or that?
Is that a rabbit in your pocket, or you just happy to see me?
What is that back there?
Jessica reveals it was Doom who killed R.K. Maroon as they try to outrun the weasels and search
Surprise.
for Roger.
I have to find my darling husband. I'm so worried about him.
Your darling. But you were doing patty cake.
He's got a big dick. There's a reason he wears pants that baggy. Doom stops them
It
by
honestly
wait,
is
I
like
got
that
one more.
sometimes.
You know how when you pull out a mallet, it's really tiny in your pocket, but then when it's out, it's like gigantic?
It's really big. This.
Doom stops them by pouring dip on Benny's tires, and don't pause this scene on VHS. It'll grow up your kids too early.
My Jessica.
It what?
Nah, just a stupid love letter.
Doom reveals that without the will, he'll be the owner of Toontown and plans to obliterate it to put up a
By
free, most likely
putting
a
it
commentary
in
on
the mouth.
gentrification and not caring for the people who live there. Again, tying back into the racism allegory.
No one's going to notice Toontown.
How did this guy get power?
Who's got time to wonder what happened to something nice when you're driving by at 75 miles an hour?
How else could you
Oh,
explain
it's gonna
words
be
like
green,
this
base.
suddenly sounding evil?
Inexpensive motels, restaurants that serve rapidly prepared food, and wonderful billboards.
My God,
Wonderful
it sounds a lot like
billboards.
Disney. Tries to
Capitalism.
save the day, but he gets captured as well. Eddie, however, gets
Vibrate.
into his silly side and makes the weasels literally laugh themselves
Using his
to
circus
death.
talent.
But then Doom enters the picture and he
How?
defeats it. Yeah, pretty easy actually. Nothing too difficult.
Well, that's not what happens.
Yes, it is.
What actually
Why don't you
happens?
want to talk about?
No, that's really it. Nothing else.
Is the ending bad?
Oh no, Mr. Critic, there's so much more. You know what scene you're leaving out.
I don't know what
No,
scene.
there's really no scene. Oh dear. Perhaps did you repress this?
What?
Remember
What?
me, Critic?
What happened to his eyes?
Your childhood, I
What is the scene?
Alright. Let's talk about this scene.
What is the
After
scene?
a suspenseful fight with some damn good effects of Doom getting flattened
And
and,
he-
getting back up, he's revealed
Somehow-
to be
is he a Toon?
And did
Oh,
they
he
see
is a
the
Toon,
shoe
okay.
Scene scarred childhoods. This one atom bombed it. Many kids,
The
and
eyes.
even
Oh my
adults
God.
were
Even the
terrified
teeth.
at, honestly, a simple effect, but so effectively done. Though I always wondered what kind of Inspector Gadget Toon he was supposed to be.
I've seen that movie. I've seen Inspector
Nothing
Gadget.
compared to the nightmare impact he left behind.
And the eyes.
The only thing scarier, Lloyd's face without the animation. Jesus.
What with the teeth?
This will forever
That's not-
go
no,
down
that's
in
not scary
history
than
as
the
one
eyes.
of the most terrifying things ever put in any kid-ish
And he's talking
medium.
like that. I'll believe it.
There. Was that so
Dagger
bad?
eyes.
I don't know. You want to clean up my seat? I'm good.
I could use the money.
Eddie sprays Ecto Cooler all over the place, and Doom's finally
Ecto
defeated.
Cooler.
Still easier than a Nintendo game.
That's why he wears the glove when he dips
Arrived
him
to
in.
discover not only was Doom responsible for Acme's murder, but the will was Roger's letter to Jessica with disappearing, reappearing ink.
Disappearing, reappearing. What?
Bugs doesn't seem too happy. Maybe he was
No.
like, I invested in Cloverleaf.
That was a pretty
Clover.
funny dance you
Okay.
did for the weasels.
And he also seems to have gotten his sense of humor back until Roger zaps him with a hand buzzer.
Don't
Oh,
tell
no.
me you lost your sense of humor already.
He might have.
Does this answer your question?
No,
Wait,
he's still
oh,
good
imagine if
support.
he
The
threw
Toons
him.
sing absolutely nobody's favorite song, and that freeway idea will
Imagine
never
if he
fuck
threw
up
him in.
California in any way possible.
No, just kidding. It doesn't rain in
Gotta love, too,
California.
how they couldn't let a Warner Brothers character have the final scene.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, he gets the last line, but it's Tinkerbell who gets the last frame of film.
Because
Though
Disney.
Peter Pan wasn't released until 6 years later. But time
never
has no
seen Peter
place
Pan.
in Neverland. It's a low blow.
Yeah, it's just
Roll,
Disney
and
being
everyone's
Disney.
thankful for great talents like Robert Zemeckis, Steven Spielberg, and Kathleen Kennedy. Huh.
Wait.
Actually, she produced a lot of amazing things.
Huh.
But people don't like her now because of Star Wars. There must be something she produced
Wait,
that was
what?
bad to make this joke work. Okay, that feels better.
Okay,
Roger Rabbit may
that's
not
yep,
have
that explains
jump-started
it.
a new evolution in film, but honestly, that might
Also,
be
M.
one
Night
of the
Shyamalan.
reasons it's so one of a kind. On a technical level, it's truly unique, as
That's
no
Tweety
mix
Bird.
of live action
Also
and
Camel
2D
cigarettes.
animation has ever
Cigarettes
looked
now.
this good or had this many crossovers. On a storytelling level,
This would
it's
never
also
fly
amazing
today.
how to get across
This movie
so
would
much
not be
character and
okay.
information in such a tight
For
amount
a
of
numerous
time
amount of
without
reasons.
having to over-explain anything. It's also impressive that a character like Roger doesn't become annoying. He's still authentic of that time period, but is perfectly funny and agitating in the way the film needs. All the acting is stellar, it's wildly imaginative, it looks amazing, even
looks,
the music
yeah.
is absolute first rate. Even though this movie won't
Can't include that
start
because,
any
you know, YouTube
cinematic
copyright system.
universes, it
Terrible.
still works on a variety of levels. So, if
Gun.
you haven't seen it in a while, take
Is this
another
a
watch
PG
and
movie?
rediscover the best of your childhood. with
I've
just
never
a
seen
light
it,
amount
so-
of an adult edge.
Yeah.
Well, those are some very kind things to say.
Well, I really think you and this movie have made a much bigger impact than you probably give credit
Oh,
for.
it's 11 o'clock.
Let's play.
All right, be right there.
Oh, right, you're married
Wait.
to Jessica.
Yeah, but I still got a rough life.
No, you don't.
How?
You're
No, you don't.
On my way, figure eight buddy.
Figure 8 body.
Why the hell did I feel sorry for him?
I don't know. Why did you?
Booga booga.
Booga booga. Charity shout out? Yeah, charity shout out.
Hey, Doug Walker here doing the charity shout out. You're going to be so angry because it is a cat-related charity, and Buster
love
and Chaplin
cats.
are sleeping right now, and I didn't want to wake them up. So, regardless, if you love Buster and Chaplin and you love cats in general, this is
I
a
do
really
love
good
cats.
one to check out. It is called
My
Alley
entire
Cat
family's allergic to them,
Allies.
so.
Founded in 1990, Alley Cat Allies is dedicated
What was
to
that black
protection
screen for?
and humane treatment of cats. Their mission is to end the killing of cats and lead the movement for their humane care. They advocate for pounds and shelters to keep public records of animal intake and kill rates for public and mandatory government oversight, and for increased pound and shelter accountability. They support
That's
the
fair.
efforts of and act
'Cause no
as
kill
the
shelters
national
just
voice for
send
thousands of
to kill
individuals
shelters.
and groups across the United States who provide humane care for stray and feral cats. With a 4-star rating on Charity Navigator. Come on,
What's
guys.
Charity Navigator? That's a thing?
Cats are
Yo,
adorable.
that's
They're
awesome.
wonderful. And this is a really good organization. As you can hear, they got 4 stars on Charity Navigator. And I'm sure Buster and Chaplin are dreaming about how awesome this charity is. So sorry I couldn't get them at the end of this one. But watch the last Tom and Jerry episode. They're in that one, the Tom and Jerry movie.
Did I do that?
So that's about it. And I'll see you next time.
No
Take
Way
care.
Home by Spider-Man. I have not seen any of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. I've also not seen the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. I only ever saw the Tobey Maguire ones. But I still need to watch the new Doctor Strange movie. But apparently you need to watch the Spider-Man movies because that ties in with that. Because Marvel is Marvel, which I'm pretty sure Marvel is owned by Disney, and Disney will get people to watch anything. I mean, that's why I keep buying the stock. It's a great stock to buy. That's not financial advice. I'm not a certified financial advisor. Not even sure I need to say that. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit? For a movie that's this old, I'm surprised he waited until now to drop a review of it. So this was interesting. Those eyes are very freaky, and now everybody knows that, you know, I never heard of Roger Rabbit before this. So that is interesting. I've heard Jessica Rabbit. I'm not even sure why or where I've heard Jessica Rabbit, but I know her somehow. I have absolutely no idea. Wait, he did what you never knew about Roger Rabbit 6 years ago, but he waited to an actual video on it a year ago. I have no idea. I read all your comments. Let me know what you want me to react to next in the comment section, because, like I said, I read them all, and I hope you have a great one for us today. Hopefully I made it a little bit better, and I'll be playing Minecraft at 5 p.m. today, so definitely stop by on Twitch for some Minecraft Monday. But I love you all. Take care, and until the next video, cue the music.
We were playing